Hi friends, today we will discuss about willing suspension of disbelief. This audio material is created by Dr. Jaswant Rathod of Government Arts and Commerce College, Netram, District Bharuch in Gujarat, with a special purpose to help the students of English literature. Coleridge's phrase willing suspension of disbelief has acquired a wide and universal popularity. He used it to indicate the nature of poetic dramatic illusion. Discussing the origin and genesis of the lyrical ballads, he uses the phrase in chapter 14 scene of his Biographia Literaria. As per his plan, he was to treat of the supernatural characters, which are incredible and improbable. Under normal condition, we would not believe in such characters, but the treatment of them would be such that as long as we are reading his poems, there would be a willing suspension of disbelief, and we would believe for the moment in what is essentially incredible and improbable. In other words, the treatment should be such as would send the judgment of the reader to sleep, so that they would pursue the poem with delight. In chapter 21:3, he explains it further and writes that the poet does not require us to be awake and believe. He solicits us only to yield ourselves to dream, and this too with our eyes open. The poet sends our judgment to sleep for as long as we are reading his work or watching his play. This momentary suspension of disbelief is required for an enjoyment of literature. There is a voluntary remission of judgment. Dr. Johnson was of the view that the reader or spectator deludes himself into believing a play to be a reality. As long as he is reading or watching it, the spectator knows from the first to the last scene that he is watching a play on a stage, and it is imaginative work. But knowingly, he deludes himself and regards it a reality. Unlike Dr. Johnson, Coleridge is of the view that a play cannot be enjoyed in such a deluded state. On the contrary, he just takes leave of his judgment for the time being. The true stage illusion consists not in the mind's judging it to be a forest, but in its remission of the judgment that it is not a forest. While Dr. Johnson believed that the spectator is in the full exercise of his judgment and knows what is being presented is not reality, Coleridge believes that the spectator does not voluntarily exercise his judgment for the time being. Imaginative literature owes its appeal to such suspension of disbelief.